British forces continue to die in an unpopular war in Afghanistan. The British Defence Ministry has announced that 2 more British soldiers were killed in Afghanistan. These 2 soldiers lost their lives in 2 separate roadside bombings, the biggest killer of the foreign troops in this country. The first soldier died in an explosion while he was on foot patrol in the Sangin district of southern Helmand province. The second died in a blast in the Nahri-Sarraj town of Helmand. The third fatality, an airman from the Royal Air Force Regiment, also died in a crash while on patrol. And these deaths have once again reminded the British soldiers on the ground of the risk they are facing.
Why the Taliban is getting to be growing time to time? This is not the Afghan fault. This is the fault of international community. They never heard Afghans' opinion. They never try to implement the right policy for Afghanistan. They never try to support specifically Afghan National Army and Afghan National Police.
The deaths bring the number of UK servicemen killed in Afghanistan since 2001 to 321. But it's not only the Taliban that killed the British forces. They're also facing threats from the Afghan forces now, with an Afghan soldier shot 1 British soldier with a machine gun and killed 2 more with a rocket-propelled grenade in their base in Helmand. 4 other British troops were also reported to have been injured by the Afghan soldier. The attacker, who is still on the run, was believed to have links with the Taliban.
When it's happened for 3 British or American, it's always becoming a news. This is something which has happened. Time to time these casualties are happening, but it doesn't mean that NATO should change their mandate for Afghanistan.
With about 10,000 forces deployed, Britain is the second largest military contributor to NATO operations in Afghanistan after the US. NATO and the United States have close to 150,000 troops in the country, with 30,000 deployed to the southern Taliban heartland, Helmand and Kandahar provinces. Casualty figures of foreign troops in Afghanistan have risen in the past 2 months, with 102 in June, the highest monthly toll since the war began soon after the US-led invasion of the country in late 2001. And as the Taliban are becoming stronger day by day, many here predict that the death toll of the US and NATO forces will keep rising. Faiz Khurshid, Press TV, Kabul.